Honorable Advisor Syed Rizwana Hassan, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Ministry of Water Resources, Government of Bangladesh. Honorable State Minister Purna Bahadur Tamang, Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Government of Nepal. His Excellency Secretary Mr. Suresh Acharya, His Excellency Secretary Nazmul Ahsan, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of Bangladesh. His Excellency Additional Secretary Dr. Saeed Masum Ahmad Chowdhury, His Excellency Mr. Navin Srivastav, Ambassador of India to Nepal, His Excellency Mr. Salahuddin Nouman Chowdhury, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal, His Excellency Mr. Prasanna Srivastav, His Excellency Mr. Ghanashyam Adhikari, Ambassador of Nepal to Bangladesh, Mr. Razmun Karim, Chairman Bangladesh Power Development Board, Madam Renu Narang, CEO NBBN India, Heads of Development Partners, distinguished guests, delegates from India and Bangladesh, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste and good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today at this momentous occasion, the signing ceremony of tripartite power sales agreement amongst Nepal Electricity Authority NEA, the NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam NBVN, and Bangladesh Power Development Board BPDB. We are honored by the presence of honorable ministers, secretaries, and high-level delegates from Nepal, India, Bangladesh, as well as our valued development partners, is playing a vital role in our shared mission of fostering regional energy cooperation. I extend a warm welcome to all of you who have gathered here for this historic ceremony. Your gracious presence today underscores our collective commitment to advancing energy cooperation in South Asia, a vision that has united us in this endeavor. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards power trading within South Asian region. This agreement, which facilitates the sale of 40 megawatt of power from Nepal to Bangladesh through the Indian grid, represents more than just a contractual agreement. It is the culmination of our collaborative efforts, shared vision, and unwavering determination. We are moving from bilateral power trade to trilateral framework, opening avenues for sub-regional and regional cooperation in the energy sector. I'd like to highlight some of the key points of the tripartite power sales agreement. NEA will deliver 40 megawatt power at Muzaffarpur substation in India from June 15 to November 15 each year over a period of 5 years at the rate of 6.4 US cents per unit on a round-the-clock basis through Dalkebar Muzaffarpur 400 kV transmission line. BPDB will draw this power from Bheramara in Bangladesh through Baharampur Bheramara SBDC cross-border link. NBBN will act as the trader for this transaction, receiving a trading margin for the energy supplied by NEA at the delivery point from BPTV. NBBN will also oversee all scheduling, dispatch, and energy accounting related to this transaction. Additionally, the transmission charges and losses from the injection point, Muzaffarpur, to the drawal point, Beramara, will be covered by BPTV. Over the 5-month period each year, a total of 144 million units of electricity will be sold to Bangladesh, generating an estimated revenue of approximately 9.2 million US dollar annually for Nepal. This tripartite agreement is established as per the guidelines issued by the Government of India for the import-export of electricity 2018 and procedures for approval and facilitation of import-export of electricity by the designated authority of India issued on February 26, 2021. Real power flow from Nepal to Bangladesh will take place after getting necessary approval from the designated authority, Central Electricity Authority, Ministry of Power, India. Nepal has become the first country to trade power in Indian Energy Exchange market from May 2021. At present, Nepal exports about 900 megawatt to India through bilateral, day-ahead, and real-time market segments. After this agreement, Nepal will be the first country to export power to third country beyond the border. Looking to the future, Nepal government aims to significantly expand its capacity to 28,500 megawatt by 2035, with plans to sell up to 10,000 megawatt to India and 5,000 megawatt to Bangladesh over the next decade. Our geographical proximity provides us with a unique opportunity to develop essential transmission infrastructures and enhance our interconnections. Together, we can establish high voltage interconnections that facilitate increased power flows, leading to a more integrated South Asian energy market. Nepal's abundant hydro potential not only supports energy security of this region, but also plays a crucial role in our global efforts to reduce carbon emission. This historic milestone will not only strengthen people-to-people connections among our countries, but also promote in our global efforts to reduce carbon emission. This historic milestone will not only strengthen people-to-people connections among our countries, but also promote the sharing of diverse and complementary energy resources, leading to economic prosperity for all. Development of hydropower projects, especially reservoir projects, in the mountainous country like Nepal, will not only give energy benefit, but also flood control, irrigation, navigation, and tourism benefits to the downstream countries and the upstream countries. Thus, integration of all types of renewable energy resources through strong grid network will create win-win proposition to all partner countries. This agreement lays the groundwork for fostering a fair energy market in the region, encouraging joint investment in energy projects, and unlocking numerous benefits for our countries. I urge all of us to prioritize trust building and maintain open dialogue among us to achieve a seamless flow of electricity, transcending physical boundaries and paving the way for integrated sub-regional and regional energy market. I would like to bestow our deepest gratitude to the dynamic and visionary leaders, secretaries, and Excellency ambassadors of these sub-regional countries for their untiring efforts to achieve this milestone in cross-border energy trade. We are also grateful to NBVN and BPTV for being trusted partners with us. Furthermore, we wish to express our sincere appreciation to our development partners for their unwavering support in advancing Nepal's energy sector. Once again, welcome to all our distinguished guests, and thank you for honoring this ceremony with your gracious presence. Your support fuels our commitment to achieving energy security and regional cooperation. Let us embrace this opportunity for collaboration as we move forward together towards a prosperous and sustainable future for South Asia. Welcome to this historic occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed for your warm words of welcome and that quick overview, especially emphasizing that today for Nepal is not only a celebration of our energy partnership, but it's also about laying a foundation for a brighter, greener future here in South Asia. So that, ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to take you through a quick transition that is so very important for any important and valuable gatherings and celebrations like this here in Nepal. This formality marks this very historic milestone of coming together here in Kathmandu and officially laying the groundworks to foster more energy collaboration in the region. Allow me the pleasure now to invite in front of the dais, the Honorable Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation of the Government of Nepal, Honorable Deepak Khadka, joined in by the Honorable Advisor Saida Rizwana Hassan, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and Ministry of Water Resources of the Government of Bangladesh, to jointly mark this milestone by irrigating the flower pots placed right in front of the stage. This, ladies and gentlemen, this symbolic act signifies our joint and collective commitment to the collective vision of sustainable energy future here in South Asia. Thank you to our honorable dignitaries. Following this, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present in front of you now a short audio-visual presentation by the Nepal Electricity Authority, which will showcase the journey and depicting the prospects of Nepal's hydropower, also shedding light on the significance of the tripartite agreement and its potential impact on the energy landscape of our nations. May I draw your attention towards the screen now. The pristine waters flowing relentlessly from the rivers and streams originating from the snow-clad peaks of the Himalayan range, including the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, are the lifeline of Nepal's economic development. Every country possesses its unique capabilities, and for Nepal, the electricity produced from these natural resources is the most promising source of clean and green renewable energy. Nepal has about 6,000 rivers and streams that travel nearly 45,000 kilometers across the country's geographic terrain before crossing borders. This journey includes an annual flow of 225 billion cubic meters of water from the northern Chinese border, meandering through Nepal and ultimately merging into the sea via various rivers in southern India. Nepal's rivers contribute 41% of the annual flow of India's famous Ganga River, with a significant 71% contribution during the dry season. Though Nepal's mountainous terrain presents challenges for daily life, it holds immense potential for hydropower production. Nepal, considered a relatively water resource-rich country, has an estimated hydropower production capacity of over 83,000 megawatts. The Phorping hydropower plant, which commenced operations on 22nd May 1911, was not only Nepal's first but also Asia's second hydropower project. From an initial installed capacity of 500 kilowatts, Nepal's journey in electricity development has spanned 113 years, reaching a total installed capacity of 3,500. By 2028-29, Nepal's installed capacity is projected to reach nearly 10,000 megawatts. To achieve this goal, projects totaling about 7,000 megawatts are in various stages of construction. To encourage private sector participation in power projects, the Nepal Electricity Authority has signed power purchase agreements, PPAs, for nearly 10,000 megawatts of hydropower, with an equal amount in the PPA process. Around 7 to 8 years ago, Nepal faced severe load shedding of up to 16 hours a day. However, the country is now in a position to export electricity for 6 months during the wet season. Electricity access has reached 99% of households, with per capita energy consumption at 400 kilowatt hours. Ensuring an adequate electricity supply to improve the standard of living for the consumers and providing reliable, quality, sustainable and affordable electricity supply to all Nepalese has become a fundamental responsibility of the government of Nepal. To fulfill this responsibility, public service delivery must be modernized and advanced. Additionally, to meet the growing demand for electricity due to electrification of industry, transportation and cooking sectors, ongoing hydropower projects need to be accelerated. And transmission and distribution networks need to be expanded rapidly. The government has prepared and is implementing a roadmap aiming for a total production of 28,500 megawatts of electricity by 2035. The goal is to consume some of this electricity domestically and export around 15,000 to 20,000 megawatts. Currently, transmission lines capable of transmitting about 2,000 megawatts of electricity for import-export between Nepal and India are operational. The construction of the 400 kilovolt second cross-border transmission line from Butwal to Gorakhpur, capable of transmitting about 2,500 megawatts, is underway. The 400 kilovolt transmission lines from Inorua to Purnia and Lomki to Bareilly are in the implementation phase. Furthermore, the feasibility study for additional transmission lines between Nepal and India is ongoing. By 2035, transmission network capable of exporting 20,000 megawatts of electricity will be developed between Nepal and India. Due to predominance of run-of-river hydropower projects in Nepal's system, there is still a need to import electricity for a few months during the dry season to meet internal demand. The amount of electricity export is increasing every year. Overall, Nepal is transitioning from a net importer to an exporter of electricity. The goal is to export more electricity, earn foreign currency and contribute to the comprehensive development of the country by investing in other sectors of economy. For this, building both domestic and inter-country transmission line networks as the backbone is progressing rapidly. Regional electricity markets and bilateral and multilateral investments can be promoted, and benefits can be shared among regional countries by developing mega reservoir-based projects of regional importance. For instance, the 683 megawatt Sunkosi 3 reservoir hydropower project is being developed with investment from utilities of the governments of Nepal and Bangladesh. 7 hydropower projects are in different stages of construction from various companies of India with a combined installed capacity of 4,600 megawatts. Similarly, a detailed study of 10,800 megawatt Karnali, that's Chisapani Multipurpose Reservoir Project, has been started by the Nepal Electricity Authority, NEA. It can be advanced as a model regional project for the South Asian region. Nepal gained entry into India's Energy Exchange's Day-Ahead Market on May 2021, becoming the first South Asian country to enter into this market. Initially, Nepal used to import only. It began to export from November 2021. Currently, Nepal sells about 900 megawatts of electricity daily to India in the medium term, day-ahead and real-time market segments. While Nepal is likely to increase quantum of electricity export produced during the wet season in the coming years, there is still a need to import in dry season. Therefore, we have to balance import and export quantum of electricity through the years for the next few years. We are proud to extend our cooperation with Bangladesh in addition to India for electricity trade. For this, building a Nepal-India-Bangladesh high-voltage transmission network is essential. Many high-voltage transmission lines between Nepal and India are under implementation. To facilitate electricity trade between Nepal and Bangladesh, more high-voltage transmission lines between India and Bangladesh have to be constructed soon. Dedicated transmission lines from Nepal to Bangladesh via India may be the future avenues to be explored with collaboration efforts from 3 countries. Managing hydropower resources will not only contribute to Nepal's economy but also to South Asian sub-regional countries' prosperity. After all, development and prosperity are possible not through unilateral efforts but through multilateral coordination and collaboration. To combat the issues arising from climate change, the clean and green energy generated from Nepal's water can be a vital tool, necessitating Nepal, India and Bangladesh to move forward hand in hand. Distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, having set the context and given you a quick glimpse into the journey thus far, we now get set for the central engagement of our convergence here. May I request the members from the organizing team to kindly see that the stage is set for the major formality of the day. As we all know, and if you could grasp from the presentation that we just put forth in front of you, Nepal's entry into energy exchange market in 2021 was a breakthrough for us, ushering in a new era of electricity trade in the region. And from being an importer, ladies and gentlemen, Nepal has evolved into a significant exporter now, and the journey continues towards it as we now contribute almost around 900 megawatts daily to India's energy demands. And as we look ahead, the collaboration with Bangladesh, for which the foundations will be laid today, adds an exciting new chapter to this story of shared growth. In this very sense, today's agreement and today's ground laying is more than just an economic opportunity, but is a commitment to harness the power of multilateral collaboration. So as the stage gets set, ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to share that we head forth for the central part of this ceremony, that is the signing of the tripartite power sales agreement among the Nepal Electricity Authority, the Bangladesh Power Development Board, and the NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited of India. Ladies and gentlemen, this agreement will be signed in the gracious presence of our high dignitaries. May I have this honor of inviting up on stage the Honorable Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Honorable Mr. Deepak Khadka, joined in by Honorable Advisor Saida Rizwan Hassan from the Government of Bangladesh. I also have this privilege of inviting up on stage Honorable State Minister Mr. Purna Bahadur Tamang, Their Excellencies, the Secretary of Nepal Government as well as Bangladesh Government, Mr. Suresh Acharya and Mr. Nazmul Ahsan. Also, I have this privilege of inviting Their Excellencies, Mr. Naveen Srivastava, the Ambassador of India to Nepal, and His Excellency, Mr. Salauddin Noman Chaudhry, the Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal, to be accompanied by His Excellency, the Ambassador of Nepal to Bangladesh, Mr. Ghanshyam Bhandari. And now, my privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to invite the signatories of the agreement. Mr. Kulman Ghising, the Managing Director of Nepal Electricity Authority, Madam Nenu Narang, the CEO of NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, India, and Mr. Muhammad Rizal Karim, the Chairman of Bangladesh Power Development Board. We shall now witness the exchange of the signed agreements, ladies and gentlemen. This momentous ceremony is taking place in the gracious presence of high dignitaries of the three nations. The mutual commitment on regional cooperation and energy security. Thank you. Thank you to the distinguished signatories and the high dignitaries in the presence of whom this very momentous occasion was taken to a very, very meaningful conclusion. Thank you one more time. And following the accomplishment of this very major task that brought us together here, I now have the pleasure of inviting His Excellency, the Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal, Mr. Salauddin Noman Chaudhry, to share his thoughts in this significant partnership.
Honorable Minister, His Excellency Mr. Deepak Khadka, Honorable Advisor Saida Rizwan Hassan, Honorable State Minister of Nepal, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy to be present here in this power trading agreement signing ceremony today. Certainly, this is a watershed moment for regional cooperation in South Asia. We have at last been able to cross many hurdles to achieve the cherished goal for a vibrant trade mechanism in the region. Bangladesh and Nepal enjoy the best of relations between our two countries. Our bonds of friendship is grounded on social, cultural, and civilizational linkages that we have for centuries. We have similarity in social and economic realities. We face same developmental challenges also. We have similarity in views on global issues and a shared vision for future prosperity. On the issues like climate change and LDC graduation strategy, we work very closely with each other. Perhaps we could realize before it was too late that in the post-graduation period, we need to face many challenges we will face many challenges without the existing support measures that we enjoy. Finding a regional market is in Nepal's interest, and finding an alternative energy source is in Bangladesh's interest. Therefore, a vibrant regional cooperation in trade and building a very functional power grid in the region is in the interest of all countries in the region. We are thankful to India for providing necessary cooperation for transmission of electricity. We are confident to work together with our Nepalese friends to harness all the existing collaboration mechanisms, including trade, tourism, water, and education sector cooperation to further strengthen our bilateral relations in the years ahead. I hope, following this unique example, we will be able to re-energize our regional cooperation platforms and remove all impediments for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege of inviting upon stage His Excellency, the Ambassador of India to Nepal, His Excellency Mr. Naveen Srivastava, to share his insights on this landmark agreement and the role of India in this collaborative effort.
Honorable Deepak Khatgaji, Minister of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Government of Nepal. Honorable Ms. Saida Rizwana Hassan, Advisor, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Ministry of Water Resources, Government of Bangladesh. Mr. Poon Bahadur Tamang, Minister of State, Government of Nepal. Suresh Acharya-ji, Secretary, Energy, Government of Nepal. Secretary, Power, Government of Bangladesh. Mr. Kulman Kesing, Managing Director of Nepal Electricity Authority. My colleague Renu Narangji, CEO of NBBN. Mr. Rizal Karim, Chairman BPDB. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go to my formal remarks, I would take this opportunity to also convey on our behalf and behalf of the Government of India our sincere condolences at the recent floods that have caused tremendous loss of lives and damage to the property. As our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, wrote in a letter to Shri K.P. Oli, Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, India stands in solidarity with the people of Nepal at this difficult time. We are also ready to extend all possible assistance as required by the Government of Nepal for its relief and reconstruction efforts. We do look forward, as in the past, to further cooperation in this effort for our peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to join you this afternoon for this landmark signing ceremony of the tripartite power sales agreement. This agreement would allow export of 40 megawatt of power from Nepal to Bangladesh through the Indian grid. It is rightly so called a landmark agreement. It is the first agreement which is a new milestone for the sub-regional cooperation in energy sector in the South Asia. This development builds on the existing framework for the bilateral cooperation in power sector that already exists between India and Nepal on the one hand and India and Bangladesh on the other. In fact, the India-Nepal Joint Vision Statement on Power Sector Cooperation that the two countries agreed upon in April 2022 during the visit of then Prime Minister of Nepal, Sri Sher Bahadur Deubaji, to India, had in fact anticipated such a sub-regional cooperation. The statement had affirmed that both our countries will work together to expand our cooperation in power sector to include partner countries under the BBIN framework. The last few years have seen a considerable expansion of our mutually beneficial power trade between India and Nepal, as was brought out by the presentation which preceded a little while ago. Starting from a power export from Nepal of about 30 megawatts in 2021, today Nepal can export up close to 1,000 megawatts of electricity. And as Mr. Kulman Kising mentioned, it is exporting already about 900 megawatts. Several mechanisms have been made available to our Nepalese counterparts for allowing such a sale, including long-term agreements with our states, real-time and day-ahead markets on the Indian Energy Exchange. In the last fiscal years, Nepal has become a net exporter of power to India and thus a net revenue earner. With this new agreement in place, Nepal can, as pointed out, also export power to Bangladesh. In this regard, I would also like to share that Government of India has recently also approved that our two public sector units, Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam, SJVN, and Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, IREDA, can infuse further equity into the Upper Karnali project, which is done by an Indian company, GMR. The companies concerned have already applied to the Investment Board of Nepal for requisite approval, which we are hopeful will come through quickly. We expect that this development will also help in promoting greater sub-regional connectivity between our three countries. For, as you are aware, GMR has, to my understanding, already concluded a power purchase agreement with the Bangladeshi side to sell up to 500 megawatts of power from this project. We hope that this development and the quick approval of IBN will lead to faster project implementation for the mutual benefit of all our countries. I would, on this occasion, also like to recall a statement by my External Affairs Minister, where he noted that India is committed to stronger sub-regional cooperation in connectivity, and in this regard, in particular in energy sector, as that offered immense opportunities for our mutual benefit. India, our minister said, will continue to take initiatives for further progressive partnerships for production, transmission, and trade in the power sector in our region. Already, two large public sector units of India, SJVN and National Hydropower Company, NHPC, are involved in the development of several projects in Nepal to realize the hydropower potential that Nepal possesses. Currently, SJVN is developing the 900 megawatt Arun 3 project, which we hope that with the support of Government of Nepal should go into operation next year sometime. We are also hopeful of starting construction on the 669 megawatt Lower Arun project. Other projects such as Arun 4 by SJVN, 750 megawatt West Seti, 450 megawatt Siti River 6 and 480 megawatt Fukot Karnali projects are being undertaken by NHPC and are at various stages of implementation. On the transmission side too, right now the bulk of power trade is happening through the 400 kilowatt Muzaffarpur-Dhalkebar line, which was built by our support through lines of credit. The current export of power to Bangladesh will also be through this line. But apart from this, there are several other transmission lines which are in progress, including the 400 kilovolt Gorakhpur-Butwal transmission line. And this would double the power transmission capacity between Nepal and India and also to Bangladesh. While we are talking about the energy sector cooperation, I thought I'll use this occasion also to brief the audience here of a significant development, another significant development in the energy sector cooperation. Earlier in the day, the Nepal Oil Corporation has signed a B2B agreement with Indian Oil Corporation for development of new oil pipelines from Siliguri to Chapa in Nepal, and from extending the existing oil pipeline between Amlekganj and Chitwan, from Amlekganj to Chitwan. There is also an agreement that Indian Oil Corporation will build 2 new greenfield terminals for storing oils and petroleum products in Chapa and Chitwan. These agreements are a follow-up agreement to the agreement between the two governments, which was done during Prime Minister Prachandaji's visit last year to India. I'm confident, therefore, that today's agreement between these 3 entities would boost power sector cooperation between Nepal, India, and Bangladesh. It would also signal to investors to invest in Nepal's hydropower sector, because they would be assured of markets not just in India but also in Bangladesh now. The agreements signed today, therefore, would lead to greater energy security between our 3 countries. Before I conclude, I would like to convey my sincere appreciation to the Ministry of Energy, Government of Nepal, leadership of Nepal Electricity Authority, as well as the Bangladeshi counterparts for taking initiative of concluding this agreement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, first of all, for your words of solidarity in these trying times, and then for your very valuable statements. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed very honored today to have the very important presence of the Honorable Advisor from the Government of Bangladesh. Please join me as I place my humble request to the Honorable Dignitary, Ms. Shaida Rizwana Hassan, to kindly grace us on stage and share her statements.
Mr. Deepak Khatka, Honorable Minister of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Nepal, Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to you all. It is my distinct honor and privilege to address this important occasion, marking the signing of the Power Sales Agreement for the sale of 40 megawatt hydropower from Nepal to Bangladesh through the Indian transmission grid. This event is a milestone in our journey towards regional cooperation and shared prosperity in the energy sector. In Bangladesh, our goal is to ensure that all citizens have access to clean, safe, and reliable electricity at an affordable price. This not only supports our national growth aspirations, but also aligns with global commitments towards a more sustainable and environmentally responsible future. As we strive to ensure sustained growth in this sector, we are turning to our regional neighbors for collaboration. Today's event is a testament to this vision. Bangladesh, India, and Nepal are countries rich in natural and human resources, and there is great potential to harness these assets for mutual benefit. We see immense value in forging stronger alliances, particularly in the areas of grid connectivity, energy efficiency, renewable energy, and hydropower. We look forward to jointly exploring these future opportunities. This PSA, signing today, reflects our shared commitment to sustainable energy. It's a significant step forward in our collaboration and will pave the way for broader energy trade among the nations. The road has been long, but we have traveled it with determination and shared ambition. I am confident that this agreement will lead to even more substantial cooperation among Bangladesh, India, and Nepal in the years to come. Bangladesh is keen to increase the share of renewable energy in its energy mix and we believe that Nepal's vast hydropower potential offers a suitable and reliable source for us to meet this goal. This is not just about meeting our immediate energy needs, but also about ensuring the long-term energy security of our nation in an environment-friendly manner. Before I conclude, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Sri Deepak Khadka, Honorable Minister of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Nepal, and their esteemed delegation for their hospitality and warm reception. I look forward to many more such occasions in the future as we continue to build on the foundation laid today. Let us together seize the opportunities before us and create a brighter, cleaner, and more prosperous future for our countries and our region. I thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Madam Syed Rizwana Hassan, for your very optimistic and insightful statements. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I humbly invite upon the stage the Honorable Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation of the Government of Nepal, Honorable Deepak Khadka, for his statements.
Thank you very much. Honorable Advisor, Ms. Syeda Rizwana Hassan, Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, and the Ministry of Water Resources, Government of Bangladesh. All Excellencies, all His Excellencies, my entire team from the Ministry of NEA, respected journalists from various media. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and honor that I welcome you to this historical ceremony for the signing of the tripartite power sharing agreement enabling the export of hydropower from Nepal to Bangladesh by the Indian grids. This marks a significant milestone as Nepal will, for the first time, export its hydropower to third country. This achievement is the convenience of our persistent efforts since 2018, when Nepal and Bangladesh signed a MOU on power sector cooperation, and following 6 successful meetings of the Joint Working Group and Joint Steering Committee. I extended my heartfelt congratulations to the new interim government of Bangladesh and its people, wishing them success in their reform agenda. Their commitment to democratic principle and free and fair election resonates deeply with our shared valuable perspective, strong ties since our diplomatic relations began in 1972. I would also like to express my condolence in the families and affected by the recent political unrest in Bangladesh. My thoughts are well in decision and injured depend their challenging it. I believe today's events signify a step forward, normalization, and social economic recovery. Today is established roasted robust foundation of first and collaborations among the BBIN nation is power generated in Nepal will reach Bangladesh through cross-border transmission links. I express my significant gratitude to the Government of India for its unwavering support in facilitating this initiative, and I acknowledge in contribution of former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Mr. Sher Bahadur Deuba to Nepal, and Its Excellency Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi of India, who joint vision statement on power sector cooperation has been instrumental. I also recall the recent meeting between Right Honorable Prime Minister Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli of Nepal and His Excellency Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus of Bangladesh, where they emphasize the need for enhanced economic cooperation and energy trade. This dialogue has culminated in today's signing transition our power trade from bilateral to trilateral on Asia, South Asia. Nepal is committed to regenerating 28,500 megawatt of hydropower by 2035, with 50,000 megawatts market for export. Our determination to harness our best hydropower potential. As we gather, emphasize the need for a comprehensive approach to energy security and transition. Seamless cross-border power trading is vital, and Nepal is dedicated to advancing sustainable development goals through improved access to efficient and environmentally friendly energy source. Our commitment to clean energy aligns with the Paris Agreement and required a collective approach. While bilateral power trading has long been established in the BBIN region, seamless region trade remaining complex, necessitating a conducive policy format and robust infrastructure. I urge public that private sector from our neighboring countries to invest in Nepal hydropower projects. I am estimating that the investing grid infrastructure in the BBIN sub-region with accelerated hydropower development on Nepal once technical and policy barriers are addressed cross-border market mechanism will thrive. Today, signing of the tripartite agreement heralds a broad multilateral energy partnership with India on board. We can establish a successfully collaborating model in the power sector, ushering in a new year of regional power training. This involving NEA, board, BPD, and NBB and market are significant step forward instant cross-border trading. As well, commence this endeavor with an initial capacity of 40 megawatt under the tripartite power cell agreement. I am reminded that a journey of 100 of miles begins within a single step. I congratulate the Nepali Electricity Authority, NEA, the Bangladesh Power Development Board, BPD, and NTPC, Vidyut Vyapar Nigam, NBBN, for their collaboration in this novel cause of economic cooperation. This initiative will undoubtedly strengthen the friendly relationship among our nations. I look forward to working closely with the governments of India and Bangladesh on achieve our shared goals in the power sectors. Thank you very much for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your very invaluable and insightful words, especially for acknowledging the importance and significance of today's agreement. And special thanks for acknowledging the support, collaboration, and cordiality that have been rendered by our neighbors and all the contributors who have had a very, very important say and contribution in bringing this day to fruition. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, in the very essence of what the Honorable Minister just said, as Nepal spearheads to meet its national targets and the SDGs, it remains committed to the international conventions on sustainable development and the contemporary challenges that the globe is having to face. In this very regard, I believe we agree to be very much thankful and grateful for the great ideals, inspirations and guidances that various sectors, leaders, thought leaders and experts have contributed to bring into shape collaborations like today. And we believe this day is just a new beginning, a new episode as we move forward, as we look forward towards achieving a brighter, safer and secured and a climate-friendly world. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, allow me the privilege now to steer you to the very, very final moments of this ceremonious occasion. And as I do that, it's my pleasure to invite up to the podium to extend the vote of thanks the Secretary at the Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, His Excellency Mr. Suresh Acharya.
Thank you, Shivaniji. Honorable Deepak Khadka, Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Government of Nepal. Her Excellency, Saida Rizwan Hassan, Advisor of the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of Bangladesh, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Government of Nepal, Honorable R.P. Bicha, Member of National Planning Commission, His Excellency Secretary Najmul Ahsan, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of Bangladesh, His Excellency Ambassador of India, Mr. Naveen Srivastav, His Excellency Ambassador of Bangladesh, Salahuddin Noman Chowdhury, Additional Secretary Dr. Said Mashu Ahmad Chowdhury, Ministry of Power, Energy, Mineral Resources, Government of Bangladesh, His Excellency Ambassador of Nepal to Bangladesh, Mr. Ghanshyam Bhandari, former Ministers of Government of Nepal, Madam Renu Narang, CEO NTPC, Chairman of BPDC, Managing Director of NEA, Mr. Kulman Gishing, former Secretaries of Government of Nepal, GMR CEOs and other representative from India, especially NHPC representative who we have presented here, distinguished guests, esteemed representative, media friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and namaste. It is a great honor and privilege for me to be here on this remarkable occasion. The formal signing of the tripartite power sales agreement between Nepal Electricity Authority, Bangladesh Power Development Board, and NTPC Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited. This agreement is not just a technical achievement, rather it is a historic symbol for South Asia, where we need to take a great step toward building a more sustainable and interconnected future. This agreement we have signed today facilitates in exporting 40 megawatt of clean hydropower from Nepal to Bangladesh through the Indian grid, which is more than a transmission of power. It is a powerful demonstration of how nations can come together to transform some shared challenges into collective opportunities. This collaboration manifests our commitments, ensuring that energy flows freely across the borders, improving lives, strengthening economies, and protecting our planet. For Nepal, this unprecedented partnership is a monumental stride toward realizing our vision of becoming a major power exporter of renewable energy. Our hydropower resources, long recognized for their potential, are now taking the desired course, generating economic benefits for the people, creating jobs, and contributing to the nation's GDP as well. By harnessing the power of our rivers, Nepal is positioning itself as a clean energy leader, setting an inspiring example of how natural resources can be leveraged for both economic and environmental sustainability. For Bangladesh, this agreement adds a new chapter in the country's energy security journey, As one of the moderately growing economies in the world, Bangladesh's demand for energy continues to rise. The clean, reliable hydropower from Nepal will not only help meet this demand, but also diversify Bangladesh's energy mix, reducing its dependence on fossil fuels. This is a step toward a future where energy is not only abundant, but also sustainable, enabling Bangladesh to continue its impressive economic progress without compromising its commitment to climate resilience. India, as a facilitator of this cross-border energy exchange, plays a pivotal role in making this partnership a reality. By utilizing the Indian grid, India reaffirms its role as a key enabler of regional energy integration, fostering cooperation, and building bridges of collaboration. This partnership underscores India's commitment to driving regional development and its visionary leadership in creating a more sustainable and interconnected South Asia. By choosing hydropower or renewable and clean energy sources, we are collectively reducing our carbon footprint and advancing our climate change mitigation goals. This agreement directly supports our commitments under the Paris Agreement and aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals, specifically SDG 7, which calls for affordable and clean energy, and SDG 13, climate action, which demands urgent climate action here. Together, we are charting a course toward a future where clean energy powers at our homes, industries, and economies. But let us be clear, this is not the end, but rather the beginning of the extraordinary journey. This agreement opens the door to even greater possibilities. The potential of expanding power trade across South Asia is very vast. We are building the foundation for a future where larger energy exports, diversified energy sources, and a fully integrated regional energy grid are within our reach. The partnership paves a way for a regional energy market that benefits all, creating a robust, sustainable, and resilient energy ecosystem that will serve future generations. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, the tripartite power sales agreement we signed this evening is much more than a formal document. It is a symbol of our shared ambition, our willingness to innovate, and our commitment to a better future for all. It represents the power of collaboration, the strength of regional cooperation, and our collective approach to build a future where energy flows without borders, lifting our people out of poverty, driving sustainable development, and helping us to meet the urgent challenges of climate change. While celebrating this event, we should always remember that the journey ahead is full of promise. Together, we are laying the foundation for a future that is cleaner, greener, and more prosperous for all our nations. The partnership, built on the trust and shared vision, will undoubtedly grow stronger in the years to come, serving as a beacon of hope, progress, and unity for South Asia. On behalf of Government of Nepal, Ministry of Energy, Water Resource and Irrigation, I would like to thank you all, our valued guests, Her Excellency Advisor of the Government of Bangladesh, Secretaries of the Government of Bangladesh, and other excellencies, dignitaries from Bangladesh present here to encourage our small but meaningful tripartite agreement on power trade. Our sincere appreciation also goes to the dignitaries representing from different entities of the Government of India. Our sincere thanks also goes to our Honorable Minister of Energy, Water Resource and Irrigation, likewise State Minister for Energy, Water Resource and Irrigation, who have always guided us and patronized us from the very beginning despite a very busy schedule to accomplish this tripartite pact. Our former ministers and my predecessors also deserve our heartfelt thanks for attending this ceremony. Thank you all, and may this partnership be the first of many that guide us towards a brighter, more sustainable, and solid future for the region and the world. Thank you all. Namaste. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. And now in closing, ladies and gentlemen, one more time to our high dignitaries and each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your very gracious presence and for your very, very valuable contributions. As reaping from the statements coming from today's forum, today's agreement certainly marks a new chapter in our trilateral cooperation and paves the way for sustainable energy development in our regions. And we certainly are excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. And as we conclude the formal proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, we would want to invite all of you to join us for the gala dinner to celebrate this historic milestone and further strengthen our bonds of friendship and cooperation. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening.